I would like to talk about where the weird route might be going, and if it isn't evident, there will be spoilers for Deltarune from chapters 1 through 5. I did not make all this theory, please let that be known. Now, to get this out of the way, Vil, bring in the video, please. While everyone was focusing on the Sans event in chapter 6, I was more concerned with the recent murder of Onion. Let me give you a recap of the events. Onion starts to seem important in chapter 2, where they claim to hear a song from the sea and that they've heard it before but can't remember anything about it. They investigate it. We go see Onion in chapter 4, but they don't appear. But something happens if we leave the room, something very interesting. If we leave the room and return, a weird little guy appears, speaking somewhat incoherently. The next chapter, after we get Susie ready for her date, one of the first things we do is see this guy again. Fried dough balls of octopus. Didn't you want to try it? It's only 2G. I mean, it's free. You took a bite. Huh? There's a fortune cookie paper inside, but it's moist. Try our discount code. Ball. Give it to Susie. Octopus? It tastes just like raw onion? Yeah, there's a few things wrong with this NPC. Let me point him out slowly. The currency of the light world is dollars. The food he's giving to other NPCs. It's making them reference things from Undertale. And last of all, elite ball knowledge. This isn't a normal character. They have to be a dimension hopper. Let's go to Undertale. First of all, Undertale has gold. This allows us to figure out why they said G instead of dollars. Wait a second, this is literally just the same character but gray. Copies are monochrome, but you colored each of us in with care. What could this mean? This single line has multiple implications, such as you could be a copy of someone, but be colored in so no one notices you. And I think this could be the situation that's occurring to this person or this character. Because this character clearly shows signs of not being from this dimension, being from Undertale. In fact, they give us some foreshadowing about the weird route, and we weren't even aware this was foreshadowing. They keep repeating, don't wait, especially the don't. This this could mean something, especially with what I'm about to bring up. Toby Fox was inspired by Earthbound. Earthbound used to have a bug in one of its games where you could glitch out of the map into a place with garbage data that had a town that was just fully gray. Toby Fox was inspired by Earthbound, and the theory is believed that in the weird route, we're glitching to somewhere else that we shouldn't be. We're going out of bounds. We're finding this town. And there's a decent amount of evidence to suggest it's true. Sans gives us a slice of bread before we even go there. And the thing about this glitch is it's known as the breadcrumbs glitch. And with this glitch, it seems like it's going to be a feature in Deltarune. That's just me basically reciting Portal Bump's theory, but what's the evidence? Was there any more I can push it into? Is there anything else I can find? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I found some things. The rest of this video is going to be dedicated to the Deltarune Weird Route, so be prepared. Ignoring the Gaster mentions and whatever there may be, such as the Goner, I think we should ask another question. What should we expect to be even see in Chapter 7 B-side? Well, I think I have an answer actually. And it all comes back to the sound test room. In Undertale, there was a sound test room fun value event where you were greeted with tons of audios to listen to, and it stops you once you try to listen to Gaster's No One. But the thing about this is these titles of these songs, they started to exist somewhat in Deltarune. At least one of them have, and that would be Happy Town. If we follow this to its logical extreme, the weird route is going to have us go through Happy Town first, the Meat Factory, A troubled dingle, and then finally, after all the years, people have been waiting for this, to finally meet the one and only Gaster. This is my addition to the theory, but surely there's more we can find. Because, personally, I think these monochrome maniacs have some kind of ability to leap from time or be just everywhere. Copies or not, there's one thing I must admit. The personality shift from Undertale and DeltaRune, there's definitely one of them. In DeltaRune, we get a confused, colorful figure who's who speaks and repeats things. But in Undertale, we get someone who's cold and calculated and tells a story. They don't really give any emotion other than saying it's rude to talk about someone who's listening. And if Gaster's truly shattered between time and space, I think it might be fun to add, or an idea to add, then what if he's just the save points that we interact with? What if it's just a piece of him? Because after all, after we interact with them, we can manipulate time for other characters, can we not? And for a man who's apparently been shattered through time and space, I think I think it would make sense.